Dr. Andrew Rasugu, who's an education policy analyst, who's also a lecturer at the University of Nairobi. And thank you so much, Daktari, for having time for us. And you've heard what these parents have said, you know, the sort of stringent measures that the Ministry of Education has put in place just to ensure that students who are called to those schools are the ones who are admitted. Will this become a reality, or at some point head teachers will go against these measures that have been put in place by the Ministry of Education?
Thank you very much for that brilliant question. First, I would wish to congratulate the Ministry of Education management from the CS, from the level of the CS and the technical staff at the ministry headquarters, and those who are operationalizing that new system. The management information system is at the Ministry of Education has gone through a long process of development, trial, testing, and I think as an education economist, I know what the ministry has done is a step towards enhancing efficiency in the management of education matters, including admission. The only challenge is schools have remained classified or categorized into what used to be national schools, provincial schools. Now they have different terms, titles. But that, I think, is our undoing. What the Professor Douglas Odhiambo task force recommended, and I was privileged to serve as one of the 5 consultants to support the team, they recommended the classification of schools and standardize them so that eventually, by standardization I mean all schools should have more or less similar facilities and resources, teachers, you know, who are qualified, and most of them, if not all of them going forward, be day schools. If that were done, there would be no cries, you know, my daughter, my son has not been admitted to a school of her choice. There's this management information system is unfair. I think that is what we need to start thinking about.
So are you proposing that the Ministry of Education should actually scrap off what you term as the national schools, county schools, and extra county schools, because initially there were the national schools, the provincial schools, and of course the district schools, which has been named to what I was just telling you earlier on. So are you proposing that this should be scrapped?
The thing is, if we declassify them, a student can select a school in any part of the region. I know there is this national goal of education, of national unity, which arguably, you know, some people argue that by classifying some of the schools as national schools, then students will be admitted from various counties or regions to join these national schools. But I think that one is not efficient, because not all KCPE candidates who are admitted to some of these so-called national schools, they are over 100, I think they could be over 200 now, actually report. Some of them are not able to report because of inability to raise the fee, much as we are talking about free day secondary or free secondary education, which is not really free. So I think declassification means let's standardize them, right? And let not have some of them more attractive than others, with most of them being day schools. And I think with the management education information system for for the education sector, it is something that is plausible and should be supported. The only fear is perhaps the ministry had not adequately communicated to those involved with the Form 1 selection.
All right. Dr. Andrew Rasugu. Allow us to take a short break, but when we come back, we shall continue having this discussion with you, especially when it comes to that National Education Management Information System, commonly known as NEMIS, that head teachers are currently using to admit the students. Will it prevent what so many people, or rather some parents,